atmosphere, the rainbow god ignites the brilliant light of life. Fiery wings stir the air, bringing vital life force back to all things. Where the god passes, life is reborn, and the land slowly recovers. In stark contrast, the deep-sea guardian chooses to live hidden within the abyss. Lugia isolates itself in darkness to avoid destroying the world far above. A single unconscious wing beat is enough to trigger storms and massive tsunamis. When the balance is threatened, signs emerge from both sides of the world. Unstable flames signal a natural disaster that is about to begin very soon. Lugia rises from the abyss, using psychic power to quench the ocean's rage. The guardian of the seas prevents disasters from occurring right at the start. Ho-Oh plays the role of rekindling vitality once the storm has passed by. They do not clash, but exist together to hold the world amidst chaos. One represents rebirth within the radiant and brilliant light of the early dawn. The other represents restraint within the darkness and the immense ocean depths. The existence of both keeps the world standing amidst all great disasters. The scale of destiny will forever be held by the two ancient gods. Ho-Oh's colors shift with every angle of the sunlight hitting its body. Lugia's destructive power is hidden deep beneath the fierce and wild waves. Ho only appears before those who possess a truly pure and kind heart. Its feathers bring eternal joy and boundless happiness to those who see them. Though a sea god, it possesses supreme and transcendent psychic power within it. Vitality spreads from every footstep of the radiant and brilliant rainbow god. It calms the fierce storms, maintaining peace for the distant and lonely islands. The power of sacred fire erases darkness and all withered, desolate ruins. Eternal happiness sprouts wherever the god's shadow has just flown across the sky. The guardian's solitude is the price paid for the world's absolute safety. Two balancing poles always exist together, never competing for absolute and total dominance. Rainbows and storms, life and restraint, forever bound and never. At the highest levels of the atmosphere, nature's forces are silently accumulating immense energy. Three legendary entities, representing ice, lightning, and fire, begin their journey to maintain the planet's balance. As air currents conflict, the world below must prepare for the presence of gods. Articuno, the incarnation of eternal winter, controls atmospheric humidity through crystal-like feathers. At the Seafoam Islands, the harshness of frost can be an enemy, but it can also be salvation. As it flaps to lower the ambient temperature, it creates a protective structure from the very harshness of winter. Mission complete. The Guardian of Frost vanishes once more into the mountain mist. Meanwhile, within human ruins, another source of energy seeks release. Zapdos acts as a living lightning rod, absorbing ionized particles to recharge its body. Each feather is a biological capacitor capable of storing millions of volts in a single flash. It moves like an electric pulse through the atmosphere, dominating the night sky with brutal, flickering light. In lands where the cold reigns too long, If begins within the molten heat of the Earth's core. Moltres, the fire deity. The heat from its body can be felt from miles away, the embodiment of thermal conversion, carrying the warmth necessary for germination. Its appearance signals the end of winter. It is the biological catalyst for rebirth. Moltres of fire is not just to burn, but to light the path for rebirth. At the intersection of three worlds, an absolute balance is about to be restored. When the three deities converge, all climatic conflicts are neutralized by energy resonance. This is the dance of the elements, keeping this planet from falling into ruin due to extreme weather. A new cycle begins in peace, witnessing the power of the Sky Guardians. The last remaining marks, reminding the world that balance is always protected from above. All is part of the grand cycle of life. In Ultima, the line between reality and myth is thin as mist. Latios and Latios, the invisible guardians of the sky. Latios can fly faster than the most advanced jet plane. Latios uses its glass-like down to refract light and disappear. The Soul Dew, a treasure holding the soul and infinite power of the Aeon line. Latios is sensitive to every emotional vibration in space, sensing hostility. Latios immediately warns with a shrill cry. Latios is ready to protect Latios, despite its gentle nature. Sight sharing allows Latios to transmit images of the enemy. Luster Purge, a psychic strike that weakens the foe's defense. Mist Ball confuses the senses, hiding Soul Dew from evil. Shadow Power begins to overwhelm Latios' psychic barriers. Resonance between soul and treasure triggers the Mega process. Mega Latios and Mega Latios, the union of intellect and firepower. Mega Latios boosts its defense, withstanding all attacks. Mega Latios explodes with offensive power, becoming a heavy spear. Evil is repelled by the bond between Latios and Latios. When danger passes, Latios and Latios return to balance. Latios always protects Latios with deep affection. The human world remains unaware of Latios and Latios' battle. Latios and Latios understand humans, but choose to stay beyond fame. The levitate ability grants Latios and Latios freedom of movement. Psychic resonance allows Latios and Latios to feel each other from afar. Guardians, Latios and Latios are always ready for their mission. Sight sharing is used by Latios to share beauty with Latios. The soul of Latios, Latios and Soul Dew are a single entity. Latios and Latios vanish as soon as a strange intrusion is sensed. The planet's peace is guarded by Latios and Latios,